Okay, so now that you have your ground done and everything's cleaned up and ready to go, this little project is going to use a couple things. I chose 3 art supplies to be available for you. All right, and what you're going to do is you're going to take these 3 art supplies and do them one at a time, and you're going to trace them. And though it's very hard to see, the lines are right there. Okay, and then you are going to be using 2 different kinds of erasers. A regular school eraser, and you're also going to have this eraser available to you, okay? And this eraser is good for smaller areas, and you're just going to begin to erase the areas inside the shape you traced. And sometimes you'll have to kind of tilt your head to see your outline. Never, ever, ever wipe this off, okay? You can blow it off, that's fine, but don't wipe it. And you're going to keep doing this, and keep looking for your lines for each item that you trace. And what we're doing is we're getting rid of the positive space we added to the paper with the pastel and creating this empty negative space to define where our art materials are. And once you have one finished, okay, you're going to want to take a paper towel, cover it up. That way you don't get fingerprints in it. And you can move somewhere else on the paper, and you can choose to use a different art material, or you can stick with the same one, okay? But we don't want them touching each other. So now I'm just going to randomly plop my next thing down wherever I want it. Trace it, pressing nice and hard with my pencil. And for bigger ones, you can use the bigger eraser. You're going to keep your hand on the paper towel that you put on the paper to help keep it clean. And you're going to get rid of your next thing. Trying to stay right along those lines that you made with your pencil. Now, the paper is never going to actually get completely white, but you're definitely going to get this nice negative image by doing this. There's my glue bottle. I did cover up a little corner there with my paper towel, so I'm going to finish that off. Okay. Now, it is very important that every time you move to a new spot, this paper towel stays under your other hand. Okay, that way you keep that hand relatively clean and all the messiness stays on the paper towel instead of your hand. And you're going to continue to do this until you fill the whole space. The only rule is that none of these objects are allowed to touch one another. So you need to look at your space and see how you can use it to make something interesting. So like right here, I have a nice space that this paintbrush will fit in. So try not to trace my finger. And yes, things can go right off the paper. Probably going to want to use this guy for that. Paper towel under my hand. Hold paper steady so it doesn't rip or crinkle. And there you go. And you're just going to keep filling that in with these empty shapes. So you do have 3 available: scissors, glue bottle, and paintbrush. Those are the ones you may use. And you're going to keep going. So now I've got some interesting little spaces that I need to do stuff in. So I could have like the top of the glue bottle right there, or like part of the scissors, stuff like that. Okay? And you're just going to keep jumping around and filling it in.